Hello, guys, we're back. So, now, what we need to clearly tell certain people, because I know there is certain people that are in this expectations in the spiritual community. Like, let's just say certain people decided to be in groupies and do this thing about spirituality and reading tarot. I think it's time to wake some people up and address some that are thinking this way. They're not guiding me. That's what you're thinking. So if anyone wants to get to know or be the first ones, because this is how desperate they are to be the ones that is known that they are guiding me, they are not guiding me. Okay. They are not. And there are certain ones that I am seeing there's a problem going on there, that they're doing this storyline that repeats over and over again. And I kind of wonder why. I don't know what they are doing, those who are doing that, you know. I kind of wonder, like, what is that, what they're doing? Is it brainwashing? What is it? Because I do believe it is. And it's not working. If they think it's working, it's not working. What they, because it's more than one, I'm telling you, it's more than one doing this. That's why I say they. Um, they all came together and being like, okay, let's see who's gonna be the one that actually is gonna guide her to where she needs to go. I was gonna go anyways. You're not guiding me. But they actually don't know my life purpose. They think they do know. But if they did know my life purpose, let me just tell you guys this. If they did know about this purpose I'm going to, if they actually knew the truth, they would stop guiding me altogether and stop what they're doing. They would stop trying to be so desperate to be the ones. And then if they got to know my life purpose, they would count themselves out. That is funny right there, you know? I will not say what it is, but they would most likely disagree with it. So I suggest them to stop what they're doing. Um, I already had an idea of doing podcasts, not just by this way. I was doing podcasts for a long time until I realized YouTube is not the way, not the perfect place at all. I should go somewhere else, right? They didn't guide me to go to Twitter X. They wanted me away from YouTube, but they didn't guide me to Twitter X. I had other places anyways to go. I had from the past 6 years before they came into the picture, because it's like when years passed, more and more came in, more people came in, more, you know, I have already expanded. I have like profiles in Instagram, Pinterest, Tumblr. I went all around, and they didn't guide me to go there. So I don't know what they are trying to do or trying to come across as. If they want to try to kiss my ass right now, I'm like, well, you can try to kiss my ass, but and try to say the things that you think or they think, trying to say things that they think that I am thinking. Right. But why are we still in it though? I already knew the stories that they're talking about right now. I already know about it like about 2 years ago. So I don't know why they're still talking. I don't know why they're still like doing their thing, doing their readings, guiding, trying to guide. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I don't know what you're doing, but you need to stop. Because I know that already from the past 2 years. What are you doing? It's like as if they're just bringing it up just to, hey, if you forget, like something like that. Like how they're coming across, like, if you forgot, if you're trying to move on. I'm like, yeah, yeah, I'm trying to move on. I don't know what you're talking about over there. And if you knew my life purpose, you would stop guiding me, stop trying to have, you know, most likely, how do you call it? To have me to like them or something. I'm like, I don't like you because you keep on doing what you're doing and you're not listening. That's why I don't like you, because you're not listening. Because I don't like you because you're not listening. Hello? It's not because you're more popular, it's just you're not listening. And you're possibly going about like, oh, what should I do that is so viral on YouTube? Like, or what should I do to cheat my way through when it's like, and to look like it's a viral video? Yeah, whatever. There's all the answers that we are trying to seek on how to be viral up in this bitch, and it's not happening. Because that means that this is here is not the place for whatever that what we're trying to do. So that's why I'm going other places, trying to check out other things here. And I am actually planning on starting a podcast using a different platform that's connected more to like audio and music and stuff like that. And I am so sorry they didn't guide me to do that. I did it myself. I was thinking, okay, just because YouTube is not working for me lately, I've been just sitting down. If people think if I was not sitting down and thinking, I don't know what they thought that I was doing, but I was sitting down and thinking, like, what am I going to do here? Because YouTube is not where it's at. It's where it's at for like certain things, but if you really want something to go viral, this is not where it's at. About like podcasts and stuff, nah, this is not where it's at. So I'm doing my own thing, and I don't even know why they never thought about the things that, once I start to do my thing, they start to be like, why didn't I think of that? Those who are following and, trying to know what's my next step to continue and to be back again popular or something. I'm like, listen, bitch, listen, hoes. They're trying so hard with these messages that I know already from the past 2 years. I don't know what you're doing. And I know a lot of people are wondering, what the fuck are you doing? I don't care if they want to try to reveal all this shit right now and be like, oh, I think I've been too secretive. I'm like, I've been known. I don't know what you're talking. Like, stop it. Because I'm not going to be out here talking about it every fucking day. Someone wants me to talk about it every day. I'm like, no. What I'm going to talk about is about the new beginnings because that's how universe wants it to be. I'm not going because of how people want it to be, uh groupies want it to be. I am so sorry about that. I don't go about my life like that. And if they think I do, they are wrong. And I'm like, listen, if you disappoint me, I will actually seek out answers from universe and wait for that to tell me what to do, where to go to next, how I should heal and move on, and that's how it's gonna go. And like when something is very disappointing, and being like, oh, I guess this is not gonna work, and I guess we won't be able to work this out because according to what I see or have seen in the cards, for what I have seen in the cards, it says there's no going back. And it's beyond me why they keep on saying they're coming back. There are certain people that can never come back. And then some people be like, I wonder why that is. Well, listen, if you're doing too much, right? If you want to be famous, if you want to be out there, and if you want to do this, and if you want to do that, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. That you can't come back after that. Because there's going to be something that's going to happen in between 2 years ago to now that it's either someone's going to go to prison or someone is going to die because you did too much. That's it. What's so hard to know about this? Oh, prediction doesn't work. Prediction doesn't happen. Oh, that doesn't work. I think that these things don't. No. I will show you exactly what has been happening in the past 2 years, that people died and they wanted to be famous and they didn't even reach there as of yet. And everyone's like, who's that person? That person died, but who's that person? Because they were trying so hard. And then we're going to have to start to think about that a little bit. I'm trying hard about what I do, not about being popular though, but anyways, what I do needs to expand to a lot of people because people need to listen. People need to hear. Because if they don't hear, they're about to just go. You know what I mean? They're about to just leave this world. And maybe that's part of, something that I can't stop. Maybe that's the whole point. Maybe that's what it is, what's going on. And, I can't save them. They decided to go far, don't want to listen, do their own thing, and then they're gone. Them and their children is gone because didn't know the extent of the danger that they're in. Imagine that. Just imagine that. And then, when people start doing dirty things, I'm like, yeah, yeah. And I mean, like, dirty plots and schemes and all that. And I'm like, yeah, it's better to be having that happen in your life than getting dead. How about that? Getting dead and it's on the death list, on the killing list. And a lot of people be like, well, sometimes death does make you popular, sometimes it does not. Because it seems like I came across certain things in social media saying that, oh, this famous whatever died with some child along with that, and they were young. They were all very young people, anyways, and I'm like, I don't know who the hell that is. I don't think this is the actual trend anymore. I really don't think so. Sorry to say, I don't think it's the trend about when you die, everyone gets to know you, unless you actually did something that actually expands. But if you didn't do something that would expand, then you would never get to be noticed like that. But you have to expand a lot in order for that to happen and to be like that. But then there's certain people that are trying so hard, but then they cannot make it. That's a different story. Didn't even go to, it's more like behind the scenes. They don't trust the social media situation. Sometimes we do. Sometimes we're going to have to trust social media. Even if it's giving us pennies, it'll be giving a lot later in the future. I'm like, I don't care if that's the case. I'm going to keep going. I don't care. People are going to have to get to know me and everything. And if they think, and if they, according to those who are trying to be just like me with, you know, what I'm still doing though, I'm still doing it, but I'm very uh protective about it. Now I'm not showing it because I don't want it to be influenced by others because a lot of people are being influenced right now. And I'm like, well, in the spiritual belief system and the community, we should understand influence does influence what you're doing. Now, when people want to, others who are competing, I would say, competing and they're copycats and previous clients, and it's beyond me, you know what I mean? Start doing their own thing. And I know others are listening to them and they're wondering why always like talking about certain things that sounds like gossip. Sounds like it's as if someone is telling you something, you know what I mean? That someone is telling you something, but you didn't say that before. You should have said that about 2 years ago. But it seems like someone went to you and told you, and you just spilled the beans, and you're not actually doing what you're doing, pretending to read tarot, because this is how they're doing it. This is the whole illusion of like, I'm sorry, if you want to try to guide me, and if you want to come across as you're trying to guide me, you're trying to get me to go to some other better avenue, they should stop right now if that's what they're doing. They're not. They're doing no influence here whatsoever. Now, look, I could tell you for a fact, 100% someone's trying to get a message through to me and make it look like it's actually just the reader doing it. And it's just like the cards is saying it. No, it's not. I know the difference of when the cards is trying to talk to me or it's an actual person trying to tell me through the grapevine because someone's like passing the message. You know what I mean? It's like a personal message to me and I'm like, listen, listen. I knew this 2 years ago what's going on. What are you doing over here saying these things and pretending it's a reading when it's not? It's like it gets too personal to a point. I am so sorry that you want to try to get your readings to get to hit it to hit so hard. No, it's not hitting hard. Most likely is that someone's passing a message to you so that you can say it. That's what's going on. And that's why I'm telling people, don't be in denial. Don't think they know everything. And they're not actually guiding me at all. They're not helping me at all. I can do that on my own with my own tools. I don't know what you guys are thinking what I'm doing with my own tools that I have about different kinds of decks over here that can help me out. Why should I seek them out for? Why should I seek for them? Because if I'm listening to them, that doesn't mean they're guiding me. They are not. So if right now they're trying to say, hey, I think it's a good idea to change up some things, trying to make nice with me. And I'm like, I know about that. So if I'm already responding saying, I already know about that, I've been doing that from the past 6 years or more. What do you think I'm doing? As how I'm saying, they're not guiding me. They're not the ones. Never was. Because if they want to be trying to take that nice little trophy of that they were the ones that actually guided, they're never going to get it. At the same time, trying to get me not to be that popular or something. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. I am so sorry. I don't need other people to make me popular. I just need to be what I'm doing over here and address them and saying, well, I know that you can see in the cards the guiding thing, right? The guidance that needs to be given, but that doesn't mean you're guiding me. I've been going through all this guidance from the past 6 years of the cards telling me because this is what they thought that I was not using it right and all that shit. I'm like, I was using it right. It's just that there was times that I was actually doing it to guide me to like, okay, what should I do next? But I wasn't telling anyone about that. Oh, the cards is telling me I need to expand. I need to go like, why would I say that 6 years ago? And these people think that I was just only using all these things not properly, improper, just so improper using it. Yeah, because I wasn't telling you. That's what it was. There's sometimes that I read to myself and have these guidance to myself, and I'm not telling you. They want to truly want to know everything of what I can do, and I'm like, what I can do is tell you that you need to watch out. I think that's the number one on the list, right? rather than me trying to talk about my, my next bet coming up, and my next thing that's going to possibly get me popular. What? For what? Now that's selfish. I'll be telling you what selfish is. And why would you want to even know about me helping myself and how I help myself or something? Oh, can you help yourself though? Yes, I can. I wasn't telling you though of how the reasons why I was doing it, because I was seeing things going kind of like weird, so I have to start, thinking about, okay, how am I going to do this? Maybe it's a good idea doing this, that, or the other. Let's see about that. But no one was knowing about that during that time. All they knew in the surface level, because that's not how psychic they are, because they're not psychic, they can't see through that shit. All they can see is that I was just warning everyone. I was, yeah, I was, and it's true, and it was true. And the warnings was more important than me actually stating that I have, oh yeah, I'm going to be doing this, and this is going to actually be my best bet to do for my business, is for what I'm trying to say. Why should I say that? Why should I do that? So now, another thing I would like to say before I close this out, because it's not going to be for long anyways. Why are they always talking about someone returning, running back? I mean, running back. And they're talking about exes running back. I, they still don't know circumstances right now. It seems like they don't know how the circumstances are. And if they do, they're denying it. Being stupid out here for sure. In denial. Oh, yeah, well, there are circumstances, but not everyone is going to be in that. But what if everyone is? And no one can hide and run from the circumstances or the consequences that's going to happen. How about that? Every time they say they're coming back, running back, and whatever. I don't know about my case. In my case, I don't know about that one. I don't have too much faith in that. My faith and belief of the past returning and running back and apologizing and saying sorry and everything, I lost faith in that entirely. That's the only thing that I lose faith about. But I'm not going to lose faith in what I do. They are going to have to find their own faith and belief about themselves, because they're all lost. The past is lost. The exes that did whatever they did is lost. And I mean the ones that are still prevalent right now, not the long distant 30 years ago ex at all. I mean the one that's more prevalent. I can't see none of that. I don't care how many times they want to say it. If they want to say it, that is most likely the apology is going to be possibly just the a last message between you and them, and that's it. But that doesn't mean the person will come back, stay with you, try again, all over again. That's not going to happen. That is beyond what it is right now. Everyone knows about this. Everyone that has been waiting possibly 2 years to get to know if yes is somewhere like you don't need to wait 2 years to what? You don't need to wait 2 years to get to know if someone is returning or not. You don't need to. No, if they don't return by, you give a time limit. Like, if you give them 3 months, 6 months, and they're not coming back, then they're not coming back. There's a time limit to it. So I always tell people there's time limits about when people return. It's even worse is when they return after the 3 month mark or 6 month mark. After the 3 month mark or close to the 6 months, don't believe in that shit. No, that's why I keep saying don't play the game, or don't play the player game, or you're that, because we already know with some limit you don't come back. What are you doing? I'm so sorry. Within 3 months, between 6 months, anything could have happened there. You could have just been with someone else. You could just spoke to someone else, and anything could happen there. So I'm sorry. They can say all the things that they can say. Well, I was trying to find time for myself. Nice. That's the most popular response ever for these players. And I keep on saying this. That is the most popular, just to, help certain people out. We don't need cards for this. This is based on experience, and that's it. And that's it. And to continuously have these readings and say, well, this person's coming back. No, they're not. They're not. When there's a certain limit that has already passed, you already know. Like, you're just in denial, fooling yourself. Like, maybe this, maybe that, maybe coming back, maybe because something happened, maybe, like, there's always this excuse that you better stop. You better stop before you start to think, well, I could have, would have, should have just listened to someone that has so much experience about dating and being in relationships, knowing what happens when they don't come back, or if they do, it's just another problem. It's not something to solve. Nothing is going to be solved of a return unless they really want to solve it. But if you see signs that they're still on it, they're still negative, then there's nothing to be solved. Nothing's going to be solved anyways. Um, and that's how it is. And then I hope people, start to listen more to advices like this, that rather than continuously having these tarot readings that will go nowhere. And it will definitely go nowhere. Rather than they're going to have to say, well, why did I waste my time? Blah, blah, blah. I know it might be fun and all that and blah, blah, blah. Entertaining, yeah, yeah. But that's going to wear off. That's going to start to get annoying. I know about that. When we get to a point that it's been for so long, oh, now it's being, oh, it's annoying now. Oh, it's getting annoying. It's bothering me what this whole entertainment is all about, and I know it's going to go there. And if people don't think so, oh well, they can go and get new people to be in that entertainment to continue the entertainment. They can catch and find and being like, let's continue this nice, fun going on here until they can't find anyone else more. Until everyone's going to find out, well, it's boring. We can't keep doing this and talking about people returning and past returning and exes returning. We can't keep talking about how someone is just, oh, they're not with you, right? And this is what they're doing when they're not with you, and they're doing this. And I'm like, I'm sure they're doing that, but I'm not going to be out here talking about it constantly. Or even address it in a certain way that they want me to address it. They want me to address it like just like that, like but they're gonna have to understand I don't need the cards to address it. I know exactly what people do behind the scenes, hide behind some hoe. The same as how like they're doing it with the tarot readers, right? Oh, try and send a message like this over here and over there and this other person over there. They think it's so fun and shit. No, it's not. Not until they start to see their karma coming in, knowing that, oh shit, I just fucked around and find out in the spiritual community. I think I picked hoes or undercovers. They're like, and if this is men, and I mean men that are exes, like literally, masculines that are exes that decided to do this stupid shit. Around my age, fancy that. Uh, not a good fucking thing. You will already know their outcome in their life when they do this, especially in this moments right now. You already know everyone's gonna have their prediction without tarot cards very soon. Everyone's gonna start to have their prediction with tarot cards and say, well, I guess, consequences will come in when you play around in the spiritual community and you didn't know what you were doing and who you were coming across to and who you were talking to. And you thought that was legit, more legit than me, than me myself over here. And they do this nice little game to, I don't know, I don't think I'm really that jealous. Like, I am not jealous like that. Like, these other ones are jealous because they're competing with each other, but I am not. I will come out and address and say things, but that doesn't mean I'm jealous. I'm just saying, hey, apart from all of you guys, for what all of you guys are doing, you guys are jealous within each other. I am not. I am here addressing what's going on and who is going to have downfalls because of playing in a playground that they shouldn't be playing in and picked people and being like, yes, I'm going to pick this. Yes, I'm going to pick that because, oh, guess what? And these are masculines that are exes. Oh, guess what? This one's along for the ride, for the game, for the whole like entertainment game of, I don't know, because one is more popular than the other right now, but that doesn't mean that popular one over there is going to help you out. That doesn't mean that one is really truly going to tell you like it is how I do, even though they do tell you that they do tell you like it is, but they actually didn't tell these exes, oh, actually, oh, by the way, what I'm about to say right now, oh, Bonnie knew about it 2 years ago. Oh, and I was actually playing a game with you too. I kept it to myself and now I'm saying it now. Like, these are things that they are playing with these types of people that I'm like, listen, you're gonna get all messed up. These exes are gonna get messed up. Just saying. Because they thought they were getting the advice, the warnings, and if they were getting it, they were like, yeah, do you think I believe in that? I'm sure they're gonna believe it very soon when things get into reality, rather than what they were in lost in the spiritual community about. Like, yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. And they do get lost in the spiritual community, the whole spiritual sense, the whole spiritual sense of this is just this is just that, and you can be able to get lost in it. They just did it to themselves because it's like they took it so lightly that now they're like, I guess this is gonna happen. And there's gonna be a moment in time that people are gonna start to be like, I guess this, you know what I mean? I guess this is going to happen. Just like how Bonnie said, I go to prison and she's dealing with some other person coming out of it. Like a what's it called? Let's just say like an enlightenment that just like the light bulb went on just that last minute. But all this time was just swimming in the spiritual community, not not taking nothing serious. And then all of a sudden it's happening in time because it's based on time, you know. And yes, I did say things like, when this happens, this other thing is happening because this other thing is about to go down. That it's how extreme someone became of not paying attention to their life, not being responsible of what they're doing, not paying attention to time. You should. People should, especially these exes, should know that. I have another thing to say about whoever got all messed up, and I do believe it's one of my exes actually got with, and this was like 6 years ago or more. And this whole plan with this ex was to find someone, especially a woman, you know what I mean? To find a woman, or maybe came across a woman by chance, and then by chance, it could be by chance, it could be by, on purpose, it could have been just anything. But by chance gave this opportunity, like, hey, she's single, she's this, she's that, you know what I mean? Oh, this woman is single and she has some knowledge based on legal situations. And then he hit, like, he thought he hit the jackpot at that point, which was not, it was going to be his downfall. because I know about him, because he will state lies in order for him to get the help he wants, he needs to save the lives. And that's what narcissists do. They do things for their benefits. It's like, well, my ex-wife is a druggie, blah 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 blah, making up so much lies so that this woman, they possibly got in a relationship together and everything, and then this woman helped him out because believe that. But then now it's a different story is when someone is actually none of those things that he was saying, because he had to win over this woman according to her knowledge so that she can unlock her knowledge to him. And then that's what happened, unlocking the knowledge that he needed to know. So he got it. But that doesn't mean he was going to win, because if he told the truth, she was going to tell the truth to him. But this is something he doesn't want to know about or hear about. What he really wanted to do is chaos and upheaval. So he just didn't want to say the truth at all. And then it's like, yeah, no, because I don't want her to tell me. I know that this ex, he's smart, even though he acts dumb, but he's smart in his ways. And then it's like, what can I do to get my benefit? Blah blah blah. And it's like, if he told the truth that, oh, there was, like, she is like, oh, my ex-wife is, oh, she's really good, she's straight, and what can I do to, go and challenge her and go against her in court or something? Because no one would want to say that. Well, what type of person would want to say that, right? So he would be saying, oh, she's a druggie, she's a this, she's a that, she's crazy, blah blah blah, so that he can have his and he had also other people that gave him advice about certain things, but he thought he had it, right? He thought he had the upper hand of getting all the knowledge of the justice system and all that shit, how the law works, how everything works, everything. But that's not, because that's really not going to be how he wants it to be, because he lied to her. He lied. And I bet, these readers out here definitely never saw that one in their cards. Never saw that ever. Like, oh, that's beyond me. And then, of course, they're going to be listening to this. They're going to be like, I didn't see that in tarot at all. I wasn't even saying about a story like that. And I'm like, well, you were just maybe focusing on some other things like X's, right? And then this is what happens. They actually totally miss something in the readings. Because when you focus too much on one thing, you will totally miss out about something else. And this should be a lesson for them as well. But now, according to my ex, listen, he didn't actually say the truth. So he said the lie because he didn't want to hear it, on how she was going to tell him, oh, I don't think you're going to win. I really don't think this is going to be, you know, worth it. What he truly wanted is for it to be totally worth it for what he's doing. And I'm like, yeah, yeah, because he lied. And then when you lie and then trust me, if he knew the actual truth, because he went that way, if he was like, truthful, right? Let's just say if you're like full on truthful and you're like, yeah, I want to challenge, yeah, I want to do this, then she would tell him, hey, what costs you when you actually do this to waste, everyone's time, like authority and court situations time. Do you know what's going to cost you? It's going to cost you some things. And plus, these people will call you out and you will be in trouble. But hey, guess what? When you don't actually, this is like, we have to talk like this. We have to share this knowledge to people. It's best and better to be truthful than lying, because you just might get the answer you need to save yourself. But see, this is what happens when you lie. You didn't save yourself just because you wanted to get something, just because you wanted to get to know some things and to fish out all the information and to unlock it. You unlocked it. Maybe you cheated. You know, you cheated. You unlocked and you cheated. And then this is about a real situations, not about games over here. These are real situations that when you do this, and the very important warning was not given because the person said, "Oh my God, this is very worth doing this because this, that, and the other." All lies, right? Doing that will stop you having the answer of actually saving you. So I guess that's what the fuck happened. And I'm sure it did. I'm sure for all these things to happen, I know for a fact for this ex of mine to do all this, he most likely needed someone that had knowledge. Because I know he didn't have no knowledge of none of this stuff. He had possibly some, but not everything. But once he got it, he actually did it in a way that was like desperation. When you realize there's desperation in the situation, oh, I'm sure someone went somewhere in some way, in some way. And never thought, and possibly also didn't even want to know anyways, wanted to just create this upheaval and chaos because he thinks he can do so, because he feels it should happen or something. Now this should happen, and I'm like, yeah, maybe it should, and it possibly should not. Now, between me and that person, we're gonna have to undergo, as we speak right now, undergo some things that we're gonna realize that this person really needs very much help. Everyone's gonna start to realize, then how did you manage to do all this and you don't know what you're doing? So that means someone got the answers from others. If if people want to play the game, I don't know what I'm doing, then yeah, you know what you're doing. And also you're not the type that would like actually do this. So you possibly got knowledge from somewhere. You know, you're not the type that would do this, that would go this far, that think it's the best. It's you know, thinking that, oh yeah, it's worth the wasting of time and everything, and it's like, we're what? No, it's not. You should understand, and everyone should understand what's worth the time, what is really worth the time. And I do believe that the worth of the time is actually me uh, talking as well over here about what people are doing, what exes are trying to do, if certain exes want you to, you know, feel a type of way and blah 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 and feel a type of way, and I'm like, well, the ones who wants to make, like, let's just say if the exes wants to make you feel a type of way, I think they've been doing that all their life. Now, someone's going to understand who has not been doing things all their lives is to try to make an ex feel a type of way by just like, yes, I'm over here, I'm here with someone else. Like, seriously? So that means I wasn't doing that all my life. So whatever people are doing now, they've been doing most of their lives, most of their waking lives, most of their adult lives, just doing it. So I'm just here trying to tell people that you should pay attention to what people are doing right now, especially spiritualists, especially tarot readers. Like, if they really cannot stop what they're doing, they've been doing this all their lives, trying to get X's or something or whatever. I don't know, feel a type of way when they move on. And listen, when it's over, there's not an opportunity to show someone else. And if there was a time that if there was no internet, there was no actual opportunity, like let's just say before Facebook, because Facebook took some time to be created. Oh, well, before Facebook, let's just say maybe MySpace or something like that. MySpace, people have been doing things on MySpace. Yeah, they try to show off, like, yeah, whatever, I'm moving on, I'm going to the next. But these were like possibly internet connections, possibly maybe internet relationships that people was doing that. And then, I don't think people was able to do that in real life. Now, when it gets to real life and, you're not really doing it online like that, um, I don't think anyone's going to be doing that. Like, it depends where you are. Like, if you're in a platform and then there's like that's what it was before. But that we're not, if we want to do this now, it's just, it doesn't even, like, we're so used to it, it doesn't phase us. It's just like whatever, the typical of doing something online and just trying to get someone in their feelings. And I'm like, oh well, even if they're trying to hide behind the scenes and we can't see, you know what I mean? Like, we can't see anything. And then the whole we can't see anything, and not just we, but me myself. Oh, she can't see anything. Yeah, I can see. I can see the influence where it's coming from. I can know, what people are saying, and it's like all you need is to just be quiet and silent and listen and pay attention of all the things that these people are saying, because words matter. And it's like, of course, just like you were trying to pay attention to my words, I'm paying attention to their words. Now it's their turn to send those words out of their mouth as metaphors, like, yeah, like a little sneaky message out there, a little sneaky message out there without even mentioning your name or anyone's name. Same with me. They're doing the same as what I'm doing. I'm like, sure, but make sure what you're doing, and make sure whatever you're doing is making your business better, not worse, and not, people are starting to be like annoyed and being like, is this it? Yeah, and I have been reading some comments saying, is this a reading? Are you sure this is a reading? Because they're going to start to go there. Because if people relied on the readings for any answers about me or anything about me, my life, because that's what they're doing, right? I know that's what they're doing. And I say, well, you didn't catch this part. You didn't catch this part, that my ex went actually, you know, after, my separation and all that and divorce from me, where did he go after that one? And the major details of what they don't have is because that one had actual benefits based on information, not just money, but money too. You could say money too, but it's the information that got the person to just like, huh, I think, I can just stay with you, and you can have my back and all that stuff. That's exactly what he did. And I can't believe that these readers are not picking that up. They were never picking that up, but only saying about monies or something like that. Yeah, there is something about it too, about that. That's one of the perks, but the other perks is about like the knowledge of like what does someone have experience and knowledge up their sleeve about. And you better watch out. Okay, you better watch out that you don't get stuck in that position that you're helping someone out. That is a big ass lie. Big liar. And then you can be taking the fault in that and the everything from that, even from the narcissist itself. That's why we have to say we have to be very careful here, of helping people. We like to do that, but then there are certain things that people love to do, right? And people are going to have to be very, very, very cautious of, they're going to have to understand and get to know the story fully and maybe think, is it really like how someone is saying? Or is someone trying to use me and get me information to help them out? Or that I have, accolades in doing things, or a name to myself because I can do things. There's that one too. There's that one too. The same as how I was being used because, I know I'm being used because of like I am able to see things in the cards, right? But there's certain things that I will not say because I do feel 100% it's actually towards me and I shouldn't even say anything, right? About like life purpose and uh where I'm going to be at or something like that, what I'm going to be dealing with. And there's like other things that needs to be said, like okay, there's certain people that cannot move on, they need to move on. There's a new beginning happening, and there's a problem going on in the spiritual community. That problem is it's all over the place. And I think that problem needs to be seen. I'm not controlling it. I'm not going to try to control it, but I will actually respond to it. I will respond. I will do the podcasts and respond as if how long have they been doing this? How long have they been getting away with this? And this is going to be, more like a history record for people to have these podcasts to understand like what happened and like before and after COVID, because it was certain times like that before and after, and it's still going. And I don't think it it really increased. I don't think it increased as much it had it to increase after COVID. Once COVID hit, they went so nuts on saying how they are going to return when they're not. And I mean like 4 years. 4 years. And, I don't know if there was any, channels or these, some of these didn't even exist. Some of these readers didn't exist uh before COVID. Some did. Some, like me, myself, I still exist. I'm still here. I was here since before COVID. But then when COVID hit, that's where you're going to have to start to see where the problem is at. And also why they came into the first place. And yes, there's certain people that changed the narrative, didn't want to talk about third party anymore, but wants to talk about how someone is going to come back seeing that they did a big mistake. I don't think so. I think whoever did whatever during COVID, their decisions moving forward is exactly their decision. I don't think so. I know they want to try so hard, but I think we have to tell people since then it changed a lot of people's lives. So that should have been the moment of telling people this changed your life, everyone's life. We're not going to be saying no. We're not going to be saying that didn't change my life. It's like people in the whole denial thing, like being so stupid about it. Like, nah, one little virus didn't change anything in my life. Like, yeah, those are the ones that are so stubborn, guys. Those are the ones that are so stubborn that they even actually want to try to challenge what happened and challenge the virus itself and challenge, and not just only that, but God itself, because that was universe. That was something that has not never happened in ever, ever. Not even since I was born, type shit. And if it did, it wasn't to this extreme. And if it did, it was possibly like early 2000s or something like that, but it wasn't like that. It wasn't like months on, like 2 years straight and all this crap still going on. No, it changed everyone's lives. This it was most likely the universe saying, well, now is the time that everything's going to start to go upside down and change and everything, and you can't do nothing about it. You can't flip the wheel backwards and being like, no, 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 that never happened. And you're not able to do that. You're not able to do that. And that's what they're trying to do. And I'm trying to tell them, accept it. Accept it. That was actual universe. But the more they're gonna have to see for themselves. They're gonna have to, the only way that they are gonna have to see it for themselves in the spiritual community, of the reasons why they keep on saying someone's returning all the time. Um, they're going to have to see it for themselves of how much something's never coming back. Something or someone. Someone, no, they're not coming. Nope. It's beyond me is when someone wants to say and someone wants to talk about how someone's trying to use a third party to get someone to get their ex to feel jealous. That's old news. That is like MySpace back in the day news. That is online relationships, old news type stuff. Like how I'm gonna say been there, done it, right? I've been there, done it with the whole online stuff. Like that's why people are gonna realize, they're so the reasons why she is not quick or I am not quick to react is because it already happened already online. And then certain people be like, well, we thought that, it would get to her or something. And I'm like, no. Or the exes thought, no, no, that's not going to happen. No, that's not going to work. Um, and if someone said, well, I remember how she was online. She would have just like go crazy and all that stuff. And I'm like, yeah, that's back in the day. But we're not going to do that now because that we already know about that and it's getting old and we're not going to be doing this. So, MySpace crap. It's the social platform that was before Facebook. We all know about that one. It was totally before that. In order to connect, in order to do this huge thing going on, and then I don't know. Some people are gonna have to start to question when things are not happening and exes say, well, the person used to do this, the person used to do that, and whoever says those things only to start something to check if that is real or if that's the case. Whoever did that now is possibly is like, well, I guess that that's not happening. I guess she changed. I guess she's not going to be doing that. Uh, yeah, because I was saying about how crazy I got a lot about something online. I really did, but now it's different. I know it's just I went through it and experienced it, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. It's just dramatics. It's just, oh my god. I am serious right now. It's like kid stuff. And just imagine that to be in person. That's even worse. If it was in person, there would be like fights. You know what I mean? There would be like fist fights and a whole bunch of shit. Jerry Springer in person. You know what I mean? It was like a whole like in the MySpace thing with the relationships and breaking up, going somewhere else, and it's just like the Jerry Springer fucking platform. It was Jerry Springer social platform in itself. Just creating it, everyone creating it, everyone just doing the same thing and God. I am so glad I'm out of that shit, man. I am so glad that I'm not part of that anymore. And also, maybe no one is doing. I hope no one is doing that. I hope no one is doing that, man. That no, no, that is just crazy. That's enough to ruin your day. You know what I mean? And it's not supposed to ruin your day because it's just what if they're not in a relationship and they're just doing that to ruin your day? Whatever. You know what I mean? I kind of think things like that. I'm like, are you really together? It's gonna be like these people. Like I can talk about some things that I bring back in the day shit, but I'm sorry, but it went to that stupidness online that it's like, are you really like together? Are you like getting me jealous? What the hell is going on over there? And it's like it's just like nothing's happening. Like it looks like it looks like you can tell the whole like making it up that they're together stuff. You already know it's all fake when there was like this big huge, you know, people doing all the same things and all everything like it was going in like droves. It was like going in domino effects, like one person does the same, the other one, you get to know the other one does the same, the other one and the other one, and I'm like, oh, that's why I call it the Jerry Springer, because you get to fucking see it doesn't stop and it never stops, and there's a domino effect going on. If anyone wants to get to know major drama, that is it right there of what happened in the past when it comes to online. So you already know it's fake when someone is just like, okay, it is so stupid, man. It is so stupid. But the thing is, guys, when it came to me in that situation, oh no, they can do that all they want and, fool around with the whole like online relationship thing and break up and being like, well, I would take the shit serious. I would take it just like in real life. Oh, you want it? Okay, bye. And then the whole thing was just about a game. And I'm like, I'm sure, but I'm not about it. I'm sure, but I'm not about it. I'm not gonna have you to come back for what? So that you like if we break up again, you go back again to that shit. So that you're of course gonna go back again to that shit. But the thing is, I would see like the other woman's profile and this dude is not going all up in or she's not all up in his freaking profile because all that shit was public. They like to have that shit, showing and all that shit. Guys, I be telling you, they just don't keep they wasn't keeping it private, but then after some time that's what they were doing. Because they wanted to try to maybe make it like the relationships more serious, when they start to go there, right? Um, because it went so crazy dumb that they're like, oh, I had enough of this fucking shit. This is a goddamn game. And it's like, yeah, and then they started to place their profiles private. Maybe we should like protect our relationships. And that's exactly what's going on now. And in real time, like seriously, we're not actually having online relationships here. But I think this was like 2000 and 2006, 2007, that was like the early 2000s of like the whole MySpace thing and before Facebook got so famous like that or something and bigger than what it is. And it was huge in these types of other platforms that like it presents in a certain way about relationships, you know what I mean? And and then you get to see that it's like, oh, I guess like nothing is going on over there because that's how stupid it was. Like, I swear to God, I swear it got so stupid that when I was observing, okay, it seems like, yeah, you want to say that, and you want to show that you're with this other person here, okay. I started to observe the profile and I'm like, nothing's happening over there. Like, if you want to show off your girl or your man or something, at least do things on the profile. But these two wasn't doing anything, and I'm like, is it fake? Because I listen, it's just like this stupid manipulation shit in the mind that I'm like, I don't care if it's a fucking fake or a game or whatever the fuck you're doing. Uh, I am not taking you back. And how I seen it from hindsight, I'm like, yeah, you went over there, huh? You thought it was fun. How fun is it? Most likely I was observing. How fun is it? Oh my God. That's what I was doing. Oh, that's what you want to know about early 2000s. Oh my God. Oh my God. It was some crazy shit. You think now is crazy. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is peanuts, okay? This is nothing. This is nothing. I would observe the profile. Huh, nothing's going on. They're not lovey dovey. They're not sharing shit. They're not sending like certain things to each other's profile. Because it was a platform that connects with each other, you know what I mean? In certain ways. I'm like, okay. I looked at that not by because there's a mind manipulation game going on. I was looking at that fucked up shit that happened over there and being like, well, well, nothing's happened over there. Nothing is happening there. Then you went straight there after some argument breakup shit and or just argument, not breakup at all, but then possibly says and tells me, well, I'm gonna go and be with this one over here. And it's like, oh really, are you? Why? Because you want me jealous? And it's like, well, actually she wants to be with me. I'm like, okay. So I guess that we're breaking up then. It's just that people don't say that they're breaking up. They're just gonna be saying, I'm gonna go over there. I'm like, yeah, yeah, go over there. Like, and then they both started this whole fucking relationship thing going on, right? And I'm like, nothing's going on there. So you picked something that nothing will be. I didn't see that as mind manipulation for me to want to, you know what I mean, to think that, oh, he's coming back. Nope, you just picked the fucked up shit. You just picked something that nothing's going to happen over there. And maybe that woman over there is not attracted to you, but you're attracted to her or something like that. And I totally be like, yeah, I'm single, back again, single. You know what I mean? Stupid shit. I was like, ah, oh, you guys don't even know that online shit, man. It is crazy. I'm like, yeah, I'm single now. And I'm single. And that's what was possibly gonna get that's what possibly got what was gonna be getting this masculine that actually did a decision, whatever that he did, to start to look at me, be concerned about me more, like she's single, and maybe just like follow on the chat rooms. You know what I mean? What is the next man is that? What is the next man that's gonna flirt with her and talk to her? I'm serious. This is some really really fucked up shit. That it's like, you like to play the game, but you're still like wondering. You're still wondering. You're still looking. You're playing the fucking field, playing the fucking player game, and what happens? And all this was happening online versus like in person. You get to experience every fucking thing. And when it comes to me, ooh, oh, when it comes to me, guys, and being psychic, I will get to know if someone is trying to follow and look and I will know when I get to these types of fucking situations that I can feel like, oh god, someone's doing a facade around my ass, and they're in the chat room, and I know through words and everything, and I'm like, oh, see, this person's over here like pretending to be here to even actually this dude is pretending to be in this chat room just to see who's the next one that's going to flirt with me because I'm not with him. Because he chose to do whatever that he chose. Well, I don't think I like you, blah, blah, blah. Guys, oh my God. That whole experience right there, it doesn't have to be in person, but when it gets online, it also, well, guys, it almost felt like real, to be honest with me. It felt so real. I'm like, yo, if this was actually real life, I swear to God. But this is what happens when you play online, and then it gets too real. It feels too real, and and I'm like, I've been there, I've done that. I've been on to the whole like the emotional roller coasters and all that crap. I already been there, and these people right now thinks that I'm gonna do that? Go through all that shit again for what? And be doing it over here. No, this is not meant for that. I started this whole thing for business, okay, and not to do this stupid MySpace fucking game again. Like trying to bring it back in. I'm like, yeah, yeah. I think I'll tell you what you're trying to bring back in. You know, I'll tell you what you're trying to bring back in from the past is MySpace crap. In the freaking tarot cards, MySpace dramatic shit that happened in the past in the tarot cards. Like seriously, and that's why it's not making sense because they want to do that. And it's like, oh my God, all this, what is this? What is this that we're listening? This woman could have just would have created a podcast and just spoke about it rather than pretending she's reading cards and then Bonnie's over there talking. And then it's like she's stalking over there while we're trying to catch on with the tarot cards. And I think we missed a lot of things if we think we're trying to get some things from the past here. I think we're missing a lot of things if the past 1 year or so we've been trying to get to know. Well, they never got to know. They're just still stuck on something of like, it looks like it's MySpace stuff, back in the day, and people trying to get others jealous. And I'm like, okay, like MySpace, is that what it is? Because, yeah, I think some people are still doing that now, but it's not like so obvious. Of course, it's not obvious. This whole thing of the whole chat rooms and everything and creating fake profiles started in, back then. And they're still trying to do that. They're still trying to bring it back in. Yeah, we can do this and hide behind a fucking profile and have fun and yeah, yeah, yeah. And Bonnie doesn't know, and I'm like, Bonnie knows, you stupid. I know, you stupid idiot. I don't know if someone failed to tell you that I know. I don't know if my ex failed to tell you that one. Right, right. Failed exactly. Failed to tell you because I was so good at it. Because the exes don't want to talk about how you're so good at something. And I'm like, I know. Didn't tell you that one. So why do you want to side with my enemy? For what? Won't tell you because don't want to say it, don't want to admit it, don't want to put it on the pedestal of what I'm so good about. And then you're all down on the fucking ground. That's why I never go to the enemy's side because they will never tell you what someone's good about. Never, ever, ever, ever. Because of the jealousy, because of the this, that, the hate, the everything. Never. And then I suggest people to never decide to that shit because I know that. I know that for a fact. For people to really get things their way and everything, they lie so hard. They're like, oh yeah, and cover it up so hard, like, oh yeah, I'm sure this is really gonna get her. I'm sure this is just gonna get her boiling and going. But then there's like other things that that I that I am experienced about, and the person doesn't want to say it. And I'm like, yeah, watch on the sidelines how I'm not gonna fall for it and how I'm gonna just observe and be like, I know, oh, so stupid, man. Think that these idiots think that I was born yesterday or maybe too rusty or something that I wouldn't even fucking see it. Right. Right. I wouldn't see it. Yeah. I'm too rusty. I wouldn't even see it by now. Hmm. Oh, it's gonna get her. Oh, it's gonna get her so angry. And then while they're doing all the fucking fuck shit, right? Then they're all in the cesspool of all that. They're all in the cesspool of trying to do things, but then gets boring, then starts to change up a little bit. Gets boring. I think I'm not going to continue to do this because someone's not falling for the trap. So, I think I want to do something different. Maybe I should go against the person who really wanted me in the chat, in the live stream. And that's how it's going to go. And if someone is starting to see people going against whoever that they started to do some things, it's because it's getting boring and someone's not falling for it. Me, as such as me myself, I'm not falling for what someone is doing. They were expecting me to fall for it and go and jump the gun and really go on dramatics. No, I've been there and done that. No, that's like old news. I'm sorry. It doesn't mean I didn't get over it and I'm still on it. Actually, I am not. Uh, I'm still focusing on what I'm doing and my business and everything. And this is what they wanted. They wanted to do a nice little distraction of like, yeah, don't be on your business too much. I'm like, sure, I won't, and I will actually retaliate in some other way. So sorry, not online though, but I will retaliate to my ex in my own way. So I know it's a distraction, but I'm not gonna go there. I know what this all is about. Is to slow down everything, but I'm just taking my time. I'm taking my time and taking in all my emotions before I do this move because the move that I'm going to do according to my past it takes a lot in to think and to take in everything and to know what the hell did this person do to still be, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? To still be in this position of losing, doing all this for chaos, still in the position of losing. It really it boggles me, boggles my mind and everything. It really does. And it's I'm in a situation right now that I'm like, it seems like it's in my hands right now for fates to happen, for someone to learn their lesson. That's where I'm at. It's not a easy decision to move forward about. If someone thinks it is, let me just tell whoever, and let's just say it's the ex. Let me just tell that person it's not an easy decision, but I have to do it because of not knowing what to do. The whole situation is because of the inability of doing things. The inability and needs assistance to do some things. to assist the ex, but not in a good way. Really, really, really bad way though. It's like if you play dumb and you're an adult and you shouldn't play this game, you're gonna start to see yourself knowing that. And I don't think it's a best bet to play dumb. It is not. I keep telling people it's not the best bet. And the decision that I have to make is because we don't want to waste someone's time any longer. Because someone, listen, someone might, and I think it's going to happen anyways. It's going to happen anyways because of knowing that of wasting of time is going to, it's just going to get someone to be pushed for a decision and just impatient and angry. It's best not to do that. But I have to get someone to actually say it for me that we're trying to do this here. There's difficulty here. And that's where it's going to start to push to that level of knowing what the problem is. The only reasons why I'm going to have someone to help me out is because this is getting difficult and I need, and that's where it's going to go. I'm going to be needing someone to represent me because it's about to get difficult. And I don't want to be seen as I'm the one being difficult here because when I go to the points of getting someone to represent me, it means something's starting to get difficult. I gave a chance for this person, like, listen, we're not supposed to be doing it like this, talking like this. Uh, you know, you're not supposed to talk like that. You're not supposed to say you don't know what you're doing or anything. Because, the moment that that person said that, it just stayed there. You can't erase that. It's still there. Um, and the reasons why I will get a representation. And it's like, listen, I can't do this on my own. Representing myself is not going to help anything here. I know that for a fact. And it's time to show that I am not the problem here. If someone wants to say I'm the problem here, that's not where it's going to go. Because when you place a professional person in the situation, no one is going to try to lie themselves out of the situation when they're professional. In order to keep, you know, your license as a representation person, you need to go by the rules. And when someone has a reputation, and they definitely have one, no one is going to look at this person and whoever I'm about to get sideways, or that one is lying or corrupting their own positions. Because I know whoever I'm getting knows their stuff. They're not corrupt. They know what they're doing. They got long-standing situations going on, and a lot of people see things as when it's long-standing, it's corrupt. When it's not, what's corrupt is short-term. So I'm gonna go, guys. I'll see you.